So, what is a function? Let's understand it through an example. Take the students in our discrete mathematics class. Alright, the set of students. So, let's say there are only 5 students who are actively participating in our class. They are Rahul, Akshay, Abhishek, Ananya, and Rohit. And these 5 students are present in one set, which represents the set of students who are taking the discrete mathematics class. Alright, now we have also another set which represents the letter grade. Okay, the grade which is assigned to each of the student in the discrete mathematics class. So we assign grades to the students after their performance in the exams. Alright, so now if you see here, Rahul has been assigned A grade, Akshay has been assigned A grade, Abhishek has been assigned C grade, Ananya has been grade B, and Rohit has been grade F. Now, this assignment is an example of a function. Functions are sometimes also called mappings or transformations. Now, let's get into the definition of a function. So, let A and B be non-empty sets. Alright, and a function f denoted by f that is from A to B. So, a function f which is from set A to set B is an assignment of exactly one element of B to each element of A. So we call a function from A to B as an assignment of exactly one element of B to each element of A. And we write f of A equal to B if B is the unique element of B, set B assigned by the function f to the element small a of the set capital A. The function from A to B is denoted this way. Alright, okay, so what did we understand from the definition of the function? Okay, so we have two sets A and B, right? And the function is defined from one set to another set. So let's say the function is defined from set A to set B. So now you take any element in the set A. Now it has to be mapped or assigned an element in the set B. It should be mapped to an element in set B and it has to be mapped to only one element in the set B. Any element in set A cannot be mapped to more than one element in the set B, and every element in the set A has to be mapped to an element in the B. Then only it is a function. Now let's see. Here is a function we are defining from set A to set B, and now set A has elements A, B, C, and D, and set B has elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now let's say how we are mapping every element in the A. Now A is mapped to 2, the element 2 in B. So we write f of A is equal to 2. Okay, and now B is mapped to 1. So we write f of B equal to 1. C is mapped to 2. So f of C equal to 2. Now D is mapped to 3. F of D equal to 3. Alright. Now okay, this is our function. And if you see, f of A is also 2, f of C is also 2. So this kind of scenario happens. So two elements in the set A can map to the same element in the set B. Two or more elements can map to a same element. That scenario can happen. But it's a function. Alright. Now let's say we add one more element to the set A, which is the element E. But E has not been mapped to any element in the set B. Now, if that is the case, if there is an element E in the set A which is not mapped to any element in B, now you see it is not a function, right? Because a function means every element in the set A has to be mapped to an element in the set B. Right, and exactly one element in the B. Now here it is not a function. Now if you see the elements 4 and 5 in the set B, so there is no element in A which is mapped to these elements, right? So this can happen. Alright, so this scenario can happen. Now a function from A to B, here we call the set A as the domain of the function. Okay, and the set B as a codomain for the function. Here set A has elements A, B and C. Now set B has elements 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Now A is mapped to 1, B is mapped to 2, C is mapped to 3. This is how the mapping is. Now here if you see f of small a is 1 because a is mapped to 1. This is how we write, right? Now 1 is called the image of A. The element 1 in the set B is called the image of the element small a in the set A. Okay. So and 2 is called the image of B. 3 is called the image of C. And when we call the element 3 in the set B as the image of the element C in the set A, it means that C is the pre-image of the element 3. So when f of A equal to B, B is called the image of A and A is called the pre-image of B. That's what the image and pre-image concept. Okay. So when f of A equal to B, A is called the pre-image of B and B is called the image of A. Now we know that if a function is there from A to B, the domain is called the set A and the codomain is the set B. Now what is the range of the function? Range. What is the range of the function? Range of the function f is the set of all images of the elements in A. Now for example, consider the set A which has the elements A, B and C, and consider the set B which has the elements 1, 2, 3 and 4. So A is mapped to 1, B is mapped to 2, C is mapped to 3 and 4 doesn't have any pre-image in the set A. Okay. Now what is the range of this function? Range of this function is the set 1, 2, 3 because we take the set of all the images of A, B and C. Now A has 1, so 1 is included to the range. B is mapped to 2, 2 is included in the range. C is mapped to 3, 3 is included in the range. So we consider the set of all the images of all the elements of the set A. That's what is the range of the function means. Now functions are specified in many different ways. So one way is to explicitly state the assignments. So we have considered our example of students in the discrete mathematics class and assigning grades to them, right? So we have explicitly stated the assignments there. So that is one way of representing or describing a function. Okay. And now another way is to give a formula such as f of x equal to x plus 1. So that in that way we represent a function, which means that to each element x in the set A, suppose a function is from A to B, that we have to define, but the assignment is given in formula like f of x equal to x plus 1. It means that to each element small x in capital A, element x plus 1 in the set B is assigned. That's what it means. Okay. And when do we call two functions equal? So two functions are equal when they have the same domain, they have the same codomain and the same mapping of elements from the same domain to the elements in the same codomain. When we have the same assignment, same domain, same codomain, we call two functions as equal. And we have to understand that if we change either the domain or the codomain or the mapping of the elements, then we get a different function. Some functions never assign the same value to two different domain elements, meaning the values assigned to all the domain elements are different. Now, such functions are called one-to-one functions or injective functions. A function f is said to be one-to-one or injective if and only if f of a equal to f of b implies a equal to b for all the a and b in the domain of the set A. In other words, we can also say that if a is not equal to b, which implies f of a is not equal to f of b for all a and b in the domain of A. Right? Now let's see a function. A function f from set A to set B. Now the set A has elements A, B and C. Set B has elements 1, 2 and 3. Now A is mapped to the element 1. B is mapped to the element 1. C is mapped to the element 3. Okay. So now if you see f of A equal to 1 here and f of B equal to 1 here. So this doesn't happen when the function is one-to-one. This is not a one-to-one function. This is an example of a function which is not one-to-one. So here f of a equal to f of b, but it is not the case that a is equal to b. So this is not a one-to-one function, because in a one-to-one function, two elements in the domain cannot map to a same element in the set B. Okay. Now let's see another function. Here a function defined from set A to set B, and the set A has elements A, B, C and D. Set B has elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So A is mapped to 2, B is mapped to 1, C is mapped to 4, D is mapped to 3. So if you see whether this function is one-to-one, yes, it is a one-to-one function, because every element in A is mapped to different elements, which meaning that no two elements in the set A has been mapped to a same element in the set B. If that is the case, then the function is one-to-one, and this function is an example of a one-to-one function. Now the question asks to determine whether the function f of x equal to x square from the set of integers to set of integers is a one-to-one function. So the answer is no. It is not a one-to-one function. F of x equal to x square, where f is from set to set, is not a one-to-one function, because we will show the reason here. Now f of 1, if you see, it is equal to 1 square equal to 1. Alright. And if you take f of minus 1, f of minus 1 equal to minus 1 whole square, it is also 1. If you see here, f of 1 equal to f of minus 1 equal to 1. But it is not the case that 1 is equal to minus 1. Alright, so for a function to be one-to-one, it should be the case that f of a equal to f of b implies a equal to b. So that is not the case here. And the two elements are mapping to same element in the codomain set, right? So this cannot happen when a function is one-to-one, and hence this is not a one-to-one function. Now suppose the function was from set plus to set plus, that is a positive integers to positive integers, then it is a one-to-one function. Okay, here because the function is from set plus to set plus, and f of x equal to x square, f of a equal to f of b implies a equal to b, meaning a square equal to b square implies that a equal to b. And that's how here, when the function is from set of positive integers to set of positive integers, f of x equal to x square is a one-to-one function. Now let's consider another function, f of x equal to x plus 1, where the function is from set of real numbers to set of real numbers. Is a one-to-one function or not? That's the question. So the answer is yes, it is a one-to-one function. So to prove that, let's see. Okay, so if x is not equal to y, then it is the case that x plus 1 is not equal to y plus 1. Okay, in another words, we can say that we want to prove that f of x equal to f of y implies that x equal to y, right? So that's what we want to prove. So now f of x is x plus 1, f of y is y plus 1. Now x plus 1 equal to y plus 1 implies that x equal to y. And that's how we prove that f of x equal to x plus 1, where f is a function from set of real numbers to real numbers, is a one-to-one function. Now for some functions, range will be equal to the codomain. Okay, that means every member of the codomain is the image of some element of the domain. Or in other words, we can say that every member of the codomain has a pre-image in the domain set. So such functions are called onto functions. Now let's consider a function f from set A to set B, where set A has elements A, B and C, set B has elements 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here A has been mapped to 1, B is mapped to 2, C is mapped to 3. Now if you see the codomain set B, the element 4 has no preimage, or in other words, no element in the domain has an image which is the element 4. So this function cannot be an onto function, because in an onto function the range is same as the codomain. Okay, let's consider another example of a function defined from set A to set B. Set A has elements A, B, C and D. Set B has elements 1, 2 and 3. Now A is mapped to 1, B is mapped to 2, C is mapped to 1, D is mapped to 3. Okay, so this is how the assignment is. Now whether it is an onto function? Yes, it is an onto function, because if you see here, range is equal to codomain. The range of the function is the set 1, 2, 3, and that is the codomain set also. So which means that range equal to codomain. And remember, what is range? Range is the set of all images of the elements of the set A. In other words, we can say that because all the elements in the codomain have a preimage in the domain set, this function is an onto function. Now, is the function f of x equal to x square, where the f is from set to set, that is set of integers to set of integers, an onto function? Oh, which is same as asking, is the range equal to codomain here? So now consider the element -1 in the codomain. Okay, does it have a preimage? Whether any of the element in the domain has been mapped to the element -1? Turns out to be no. Because -1 in the codomain set doesn't have a preimage, here range is not same as codomain. Okay, and hence f of x equal to x square, where the function f is from set to set, is not an onto function. Okay, now let's consider another function f of x equal to x plus 1, where f is from set to set, again set of integers to set of integers. Is it an onto function? So here whether range is equal to codomain? Turns out to be yes, it is an onto function. So how we will prove it? So we want to prove that for every element in the codomain there is a preimage, right, in the domain. So how we will prove it? So for an x in the domain set, there is a y. So f of x equal to y, which means that y is equal to x plus 1, right? Because f of x equal to x plus 1 is a function. So when x is mapped to an element y in the codomain, which means that y is equal to x plus 1, which means that x is y minus 1. Okay, so which means that x is y minus 1, and which means that the element y minus 1 is mapped to the element y in the codomain, right? Which means that for every element y in the codomain, we have a element y minus 1 in the domain, which is the preimage of the element y. In that way, we can show that every element in the codomain have a preimage, right? One less than that element. And that's how we prove this function is onto. Now, suppose a function happens to be both one-to-one and onto, which means that it is a bijective function. Alright. A one-to-one function is also called as an injective function, or the function is an injection. Right? Now, we did not mention it, but the onto function is also called as a surjection. The function is a surjective function or a surjection. Now, when a function is both injection and surjection, it is a bijection. The function is a bijection if and only if the function is both injection and surjection. So it is nothing but when a function is both one-to-one and onto, it is a bijective function. Take an example here of a function which is defined from set A to set B. Now the set A has elements A, B and C. Set B has elements 1, 2 and 3. Here A is mapped to 1, B is mapped to 2, C is mapped to 3. Whether this function is one-to-one? Yes, it is a one-to-one function, because no two elements in the domain has been mapped to the same element in the codomain set. So this function is a one-to-one function. Whether this function is an onto function? Yes, it is an onto function, because the range is same as codomain. Because every element in the codomain set has a preimage in the domain set, and that's why it is an onto function, which implies that it is a bijective function, or it's a bijection. This function is a bijection because it is both one-to-one and onto. So this example is an example for a bijective function. Now, a bijective function is also called as a one-to-one correspondence. Okay, so here we have a question. Alright, so when a function f is defined from set A to set B, and it happens to be a bijective function, or the function is a bijection, then does it always happen that the cardinality of the set A is same as the cardinality of B? Or in another words, The question is, can we have a bijective function f from set A to set B where the cardinality of A is not same as the cardinality of B? There is something to think about. Think about it and we will meet in the next lecture. Thank you.